How do you guys start keto omnivore, right? Because there's two kinds now. We got keto omnivore, which is you're still eating plants, and then we've got keto carnivore, which is no plants, just salt as an electrolyte, a dietary electrolyte. So with that said, let's talk about the omnivore part of keto. So that would be still eating all of these cruciferous vegetables, which is the broccoli and the cauliflower, and not the kale. And the spinach and the bok choy and the greens and mustard greens, collard greens, and you have cabbage and asparagus and cabbage. These broccoli, these are all your cruciferous, crunchy vegetables, more bitter, and typically more on the green side. Things like bell peppers, anything with seeds, it's a no. So that's cucumber, tomatoes, bell pepper, squash, no. When it comes to things like carrots, people are still asking if you can eat carrots on a keto omnivore. No. You cannot eat bulb onions, red or the white ones. Nope. You can do spring onions and only eat the green part because that's very little carbohydrate. Let's see, if you don't have a fungal overgrowth or candida, you can do mushrooms, but most of you have a fungal overgrowth. If you guys are having issues with avocado, because a lot of you have a latex allergy, look for that, but avocados would also be considered, this is a fruit. Olives are considered a fruit. These are all ketogenic. If you perhaps do ever have a tomato, please take out the seeds and take off the skin. That's where the toxins lie. With keto omnivore, a lot of people choose to do that because simply, I think, they feel like they need the variety of food. Now, with all the people that I'm helping with and coaching doing keto carnivore, which is no plants, just the salt as a dietary electrolyte and also for taste, people on a keto carnivore version really do it to heal autoimmunity, and they're going for it. So how they would get their potassium would be through the meats, the organ meats, the marrow, things of this nature. And you'd have to very be careful on your sodium intake on keto carnivore, but I'll do that in a separate video about electrolytes. Now going into the keto omnivore, a lot of people do it because they feel like they still want the plants and the variety. Now, I don't like for people to eat salads on a standard keto omnivore, which is you're still eating plants, because a lot of you guys have histamine issues and it's underlying issues. You guys are also reacting to the anti-nutrients in plants. So if you're going to still eat those plants, you have to be very careful as to how much. So how much would be measured in cups or a loose hand. So this is about a cup. So for those who use grams in weight, the rest of the world, a cup is about a loose hand. So if you had broccoli, it would be a loose hand. So it's 1 to 2 cups of veggies measured raw. Now, I used to prescribe up to 3 cups, and some people can manage 3, but generally the rule is 1 to 2. With that said, your fats still have to be 3 tablespoons at least per meal, 3 times a day when you start keto. Now, that can evolve to not having to have your fat so high. But in the beginning, we want at least 200 grams of fat, primarily coming from animal fat. And since I'm not like no salads, because we don't want any of these anti-nutrients still in their whole form, you want to cook down, as in cooked veggies. So that's why we measure our veggies raw before cooked on keto omnivore. Now, can you use olive oil? Yes. Can you use coconut oil? Yes. Can you use avocado? Yes. But they are not largely ketotic, especially the coconut oil and the MCT oil. Now, somebody said to me, "Oh, Stephanie, you're not, you said coconut oil was, a keto fat." And I was like, well, I've never really said it was a fat. And if you go back 6 years, who cares what I said 6 years ago? Because we all evolving. Now, coconut oil is great for the lauric acid benefits. Fantastic, right? So if you want to supplement that for its lauric acid benefits, antiviral, microbial, and fungal, that's fantastic for your immune system, but it's not I'm going to make ketones fat. So that primarily would come from things like butter, ghee, If you have a histamine reaction to that, that leaves lard, tallow, duck fat, bird fat, which is more omega-6, so really stick more towards the lard or tallow or red meat fats if you can. With that, there's also lamb fat. So you want fatty parts of the animal for your meats. A lot of you guys are still trying to eat lean meats. Can I eat shrimp? And I'm like, yeah, maybe like 6 times a year, but that's a lean meat. We don't want that. We want organ meats. That's another thing. You must eat organ meats. Grow up, put on your Superman or Wonder Woman underwear, and deal with it. Because a lot of people are like, oh my God, I can't, it's so bad. And I don't understand these people. People come to me in consultations so freaked out about their health, about their crepey skin and their saggy skin and the thyroid issues and their exhaustion, adrenal insufficiencies and like loose stool. And you guys are complaining about eating something that will heal the body. I don't understand it. So you got to pick and choose. You either go here or here, but you can't do both. You can't eat crap, you can't refeed, you can't go back and cycle back on carbs and expect to be ketotic. For those who are just starting off keto, it takes at least 3 months to adapt properly because your blood sugar is like this, especially women are on their cycle. So people have it wrong when they think that you're in ketosis after 2 weeks. That's a lie. And how I know is just go and monitor that person's blood sugar and ketones in 4 weeks and watch how high it goes or how hypoglycemic it goes and how their ketones are like this. And if you actually monitor someone over 3 months to a year and they stay disciplined and super, super connected to healing this body, because this is connected to this straight up, you will see these ranges of blood sugar and ketones become more like this. And when the blood sugar and ketones become more in this range, people's energy, their autoimmunity, their skin, all these issues start to go, fibromyalgia, menstrual issues, men with low T, digestive issues start to drop. And I've seen it over and over again. You guys know I've been coaching over 2,000 people in the last 10 years. I've been ketotic myself almost 12, 51, going on 52. So I run a keto course. It's very, very cheap. You sign up through my website, but you learn a lot. And I'm teaching you guys how to do standard keto the right way. And if you want to venture into keto carnivore, because we stay ketotic on either omnivore, standard, keto, or carnivore. You can go to stephanieperson.com for consultations, or where you can talk directly to me and get it right, because there's so much conflicting information out there, and you guys know that I don't feed you the bull crap. If you don't believe me, look at how many people, look how far back my videos go, and look at all the different speaking conventions and books and things I've been in, but look at my numbers on my social blade. They're kind of low, because I won't tell you, oh, you can get this body and follow my 90-day program and lose weight, because I don't talk like that. Then people are like, oh, I'll just go to the person who talks like that. So go to stephanieperson.com to learn more how to do standard keto. This is just a quick video. You do need a glucometer. You do need to find the right fats. You do need to rotate food. You do need to follow a circadian rhythm. You need to mind your hypoglycemia and thyroid and gallbladder issues, but I'll dive deeper into that, which I've already done before, but I'll always keep updating this information. And I'm out, because I got some energy. Don't forget to go to my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic, or you can go to my Facebook fan page at Stephanie the Business Person, or just go to my course, also through my website, stephanieperson.com, and I'm out. All right.